Alright guys, I want to show you quickly the Godox. This is the 600S model. This one's specifically made for the Sony models. Now there's Godox and they'll do it for Nikon and Canon, but you gotta double check this, right? So when you pull this cap off, this one right here is for Sony. So if yours does not look exactly like this, it's not for Sony. The Nikon one has just like different pins and stuff. I think actually the Nikon even has some of these little black dots that kind of do the work, but the Sony has additional features, okay? So I typically keep this on because if you get water or moisture like rain, it'll destroy your camera. So I keep it connected or closed all the time. So for the Sony, it actually doesn't use these hot shoe buttons like that. It actually uses the pins further inside. So when you slide it in, what's interesting with the Sony is when you connect the camera and turn the flash on, and as soon as you fully engage it, it actually doesn't show you that the flash is connected anywhere. And I'm not sure because I personally don't use the Sony features. I actually use the trigger here, so I'll show you that in a minute. But just to show you, right? So if you focus and shoot, as you can see, the flash does work every time. You just got to go in here manually and adjust your power or your zoom. And as you can see here, it'll actually adjust as you spin it. So that's that. Now let's pull this off and let's plug this in. So this is what I typically use. And again, I need to slide this off. So once again, the Sony has to look like that. So when you put this one on, if you actually look right here, as soon as you turn it on, it shows you that. So I don't know why it doesn't show you when you connect the flash, but this is what I use because then you can actually go in here and manually adjust it here without physically touching it. And then you put this on a tripod, and so when you focus, actually, hold on, I think this one's not synchronized. Let me get my other one. So this one right here should be synchronized. So there you go. So that's what I use. Something to keep in mind. So these Godox will actually let you use your full shutter speed. So if you go up here, like past 250, see how it doesn't let you go anywhere? If you go on here and you click, let me see if I remember correctly. I want to say it's this button. No, it's not that button. Maybe it's on the flash itself. Sorry, I was not prepared, but I do. So the H right here, so if you hold it, see how it says H on here? So that should let you. No, okay, so I think it's on here. You might have to. Let's go to menu. Okay, mode. Oh, there we go. Yep, sorry. So there's the H. So you got to click this sync button. Now, once you go there, you can actually go faster. So let's say you want to shoot super fast. You will definitely have to raise your power because obviously your shutter speed is going to be very fast, but it works. So let me show you. There you go. So that's 8,000 frames per second or shutter speed. So that's the Godox. If you guys have any other questions, let me know. I've never had any issues, and I've probably discharged this at least a couple hundred times. So I've used this for hundreds of events and never had any issues. Like I said, I don't typically do on camera flash, but as you can see, it does work. For whatever reason, it just doesn't show. I turned it off by accident. Little habit there. But like I said, it doesn't show that you're actually connected to a flash. So I'm not sure if that's like a settings thing or maybe it's a firmware update. But since I don't use it, I don't need it. But as you can see, it does work. You just got to manually do all your settings. So once again, you just got to make sure that when you're buying the flash, you may think you're buying the right one, but just make sure that that's what it looks like. So I'll leave it with this image so you guys can pause it or whatever and just verify the flash that you have. But at the end of the day, it doesn't show anywhere else that it's made for Sony. This would look exactly the same on Nikon or Canon, but just make sure it's got these little pins up here and it looks like that.